Hey you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet. Today we are refilling our activity kits. This is a little box that I put together so my kids have something to do when they are bored. Lots of things inside this one. This one is from last month, so we're gonna refill it with new things this month. Let's get started. So first comes the unpacking of last time's box. I usually say last month's, but it's been well over a month since I've done this. I would even say this was from February, and I don't know, it might not have been that long. I'm gonna take out the things that we used or put in here last month and tell you if they were a hit or not. This game, Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza, 100% hands down, always a favorite, always played. We just played it like 3 days ago. And it's a very simple card game. I'm not going to do a whole demonstration for you, but just to give you an example, everybody has a stack of cards. In a row, you turn over your card and say taco, cat, and if it matches what you say, you all slap it, and then the person who's on top has to keep those cards. Goat, cheese, pizza. And you have these special cards that you all know that you have to do certain actions. On this one, you have to make your hands like a horn on your head, like a narwhal. And the last one to do it has to keep all the cards. And so it's a really fun game because you have to remember taco, cat, goat, cheese, pizza while looking at this visually. So it's a great visual discrimination. Tons of laughs. My explanation was probably way too simplistic for how fun this game actually is. My kids absolutely adore this. So if you haven't played this game, seriously, it is so much fun. So I'll still put down a link for this one down below too. I'll put a link for most of the new things I'm putting in, but this 100% is just a great game for many ages, family members, adults. Take it with you. It's fun. So this one was a hit. I knew it would be. We also had another game, Guess in 10 by Skillmatics. This one I had a discount code for too, and this is a great educational based game where you're learning a lot of facts. Let's see, this one was the animal box. You have to guess the animals with the facts on there, and it's a really great educational game. I'll also have to put down that coupon code for these. Then we have our boomerangs. They're different size boomerangs and they came from Hobby Lobby. She did play with these a few times. However, I think I need to put them out in the garage so that she can remember to play with them when they do like outdoor play. They're kind of fun to experiment with. This little boat, these animals, plus some other supplies that are no longer here in the kit came from our Knowledge Crate box. So this was a whole box and I took out one activity. This was the guidebook on how to do it. We did the ocean oil spill demonstration. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw us actually working through the whole activity, and these are the remaining parts. Some of these activities will be used for other activities in the box, so that's why I held on to them. And of course, the activity guide will need to go back into that Knowledge Crate box. I do have a discount code for this too, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about Knowledge Crates because I think I'm going to put another activity in for this month's box. But this is a huge hit. They absolutely loved it. It was probably a little bit young for them. They are 10 and 11, but they still enjoy doing it. This was the Brain Game Sticker by Number Nature book. They did do this one. I did some of these. These are so fun. So you have these little pages here and you have the stickers that correspond. Where are my stickers? There they are. They correspond to the numbers on the page and you just apply them. A very relaxing, mindful activity. We also took this into our car from we did a road trip this year or this summer. So this came in handy. They have nature. They have all kinds of other themes if you're not into the nature too. Definitely a good one. This was Mystery Mosaics where there's a whole bunch of numbers. I know you can't see on the camera very well, but there's numbers and there's colors that correspond to it and you don't know the picture until you've colored it in like a mosaic. She started one but didn't really get finished. This was actually, here's some of the finished examples. This is one she wanted for Christmas and she has a couple of these books. She might have been working on the other one that's in a different spot on her desk. So Mystery Mosaics is a win, although we didn't use it very much this summer, but I do know she likes this and she has a couple of these books. These two books were about investing and finance. The Kids Money book, I did see them look through it and start reading some of the pages. However, I don't think they got very far. I think this is because we did a summer reading thing in our house where they were reading novels and so they kind of forgot about these books. I do have a section of our bookshelf in their bedrooms for all of these nonfiction books. So I'm going to add these to there and hopefully they'll pick them up and read them again. And then lastly, and then we'll refill this one, is our 365 days of drawing. She was hesitant to do this and I think it's because she didn't want to use it up. So I kept asking her about it. This is from my 11-year-old and she's like, I want to do it. But she was hesitant to get started. So she didn't do any of it. And every time I asked her, I said, do you still want this book? Do you want to do it? Or can your sister do it? Can I do it? And she said, no, I want to do it. And she just never did. She's hesitant. But basically every day there's a little art inspired activity. They give you inspiration. This one says, continue the pattern using colored pencils. This one says, draw the earth from 3 different views. Fill the area with drawings of furniture. Draw an animal using only one color. Avoid using black. I think she's just waiting for the right moment. But love these books. My 10-year-old wants one. She wanted to do this book so bad, but my 11-year-old's like, no, it's mine kind of thing. So I might have to get one for her for Christmas so that my 10-year-old can have one too. So now we have an empty box and we got to fill it up with some new things. The first one I want to add in is an outdoor activity because it's still hot as heck over here and we like to play outside. This is the light up rockets. This was from the Target dollar section. I'm not sure if you could still find this around. It was part of like a lot of their summer things. Two of them in here says it flies up to 70 feet. We haven't tried it yet. It's a built-in whistling sound. It lights up, aim, and launch. So there's a little hook here. You hook it on your finger and you slingshot it forward. And I like that there was two of them because each one of my kids could do them and I wouldn't have to worry about them arguing. And it's kind of fun for night too. So it lights up. I'm going to put this in the kit and hopefully it will encourage them to go play with it outside. They're going to try to play with it inside, but I'm going to leave it in the package because for some reason they like opening things. So we're going to leave that one in the package. Normally I go ahead and undo it. These are new craft kits from the dollar store. If you watched my Dollar Tree shop with me, I also did a Dollar Tree haul. I showed these. We're going to be testing these in a Dollar Tree toy test video eventually so you can know the quality of them. But it was just so refreshing to see new activity kits at Dollar Tree because usually every year it's kind of a lot of the same stuff. But these are brand new ideas, so I had to get them to try them. The first is a felt hand puppet. This one is the monster. Then we have a plate craft kit. So it's like a paper plate with a mummy on it and a whole scene. They had this in a couple of different styles too. This one is Autumn with a little raccoon and fox. This is probably a little too young for my girls. Maybe not so much for my 10-year-old. She still likes this kind of stuff, but you got to test it out for you guys. And there is one more that is their age, and that is this mechanical 3D wooden puzzle set. I showed all the styles that this came in my Dollar Tree shop with me video, so please definitely watch that if you haven't. I'll have to put it up here in the corner so you can go right to it after this video. This is like plywood, like already laser cut out pieces, and it's a puzzle. It comes with a little hardware to put it all together, and it's supposed to be a mechanical 3D wooden puzzle bat. So I'm guessing the wings move, maybe? I'm not sure. So definitely want to try this out. And this is probably more their age range. Is there an age on here? I don't know if there's an age. No, it doesn't have an age. Definitely the older child. I bought this one. It's from Educational Insight. And I was so thrilled because if you like Canoodle, I know you guys like Canoodle, right? This is very similar. It's 2-player Canoodle. My 10-year-old loves this. It was a birthday present she got. We have this guy set it up here. This goes up here. And you have all these little pieces. Each player gets a set of pieces to play. We put this down, one player, another player, and they each get, let's just divide this out here. They each get a set of pieces. Then you have the cards, and on the cards, they have the challenges. So you place the card inside your little holder here in the middle. It isolates one puzzle, and then you both can see it on both sides. So that goes in the center, and this is the puzzle. So you see where the pieces are. So you both start off in the same spot. You'd be set up like this. The challenge is to fill in the rest of the pieces. So each one of you is going to be placing the pieces on the board here, and then whoever can do it the fastest. Of course, I can't do this on camera very fast, but you guys get the idea, right? I don't have to actually solve the puzzle for the video because I'm not doing so well. My daughter is so fast at this. It's insane. So let's say I got the puzzle first. I'd push my green button and it flips open. It flips over the other person's puzzle so they don't get to finish, and that means you won. So it's kind of fun because you don't want your pieces to be flipped over right in the middle of a puzzle, and there's so many different challenges. And if you didn't have somebody to play with, you could also play by yourself, so you can just do it like you normally would. I definitely will put the link for this one because it's so much fun. We haven't played it in a while, so this will be a great refresher. I really like putting things in the activity kits that we've had in the closet for a while and haven't brought out. It just kind of feels new and fresh, kind of like a toy rotation, but not exactly, but it works really well. Here is the knowledge crate. So I told you I was going to talk about this again. Here's from last time. We used the oil spill in the boat, and inside this box, I told you it's just filled with different activities. So I wanted to bring out some more activities so we can work through this. Knowledge crate is a subscription box, or you can buy them one at a time. They have lots of different options, and they do all the activities for you, and they pack them up in the box so you have every supply that you could possibly need to do it. So I'm thinking maybe the paper mache globe. I think my kids would really like that. So let's pull out the supplies. It tells me what I need out of the box. We need the paper mache kit. Here it is. It says paper mache globe on here. We need measuring cup, pen, medium cup from crate, and then water. And that's it. Now there's a lot of other activities in here that I wanted to do. There was a grow your own crystal hedgehog. There's one down here at the bottom. Clean water science kit. So I'm actually going to take these out because I think these would be fun to do. There's so much stuff in this box. It's amazing. amazing. Okay, so we're gonna save this for another day. I mean, this literally could just be your activity box. It's so good. So now I got 3 extra activities just from that box to add on. So the first one is the paper mache globe, which has all the materials you need in here, your balloon, your paper mache strips. There's even a light. Looks like some of the mixing materials to make your adhesive, to make them stick on. So this is gonna go into the box. Then also I pulled out this Grow Your Own Crystal Hedgehog. This is for ages 8 and up. Comes with everything you need to do it and to set it up. I know they love doing this, so they're gonna just have fun with that. And then this one, Clean Water Science Kit, Mini Water Filtration System. Build your own water filtration desalination plant at your tabletop. Disinfect water with solar power. It's a cool water science experiment. So it's for ages 5 and up, and we can purify some water. So I think that would be really interesting to do. You guys, if you watch me, you know my rule is it has to fit in the box or else it doesn't go. We're almost filled, but I got a couple more things to add in here still. So we got outdoor activities, something physical. We got some crafts, we have science, and a game they can do on their own or together. And then I usually add some sensory stuff. A while back, Target had these really cool pop animals. These are basically like squigs, but they're so cute. They got little different characters. Looks like they have little horns on them. They stick to walls and windows. They stick to each other. That one almost looks like an ostrich. This one looks like Snuffleupagus. You guys remember Snuffleupagus? And they just are so fun and cute. So for my sensory item this month, I thought I would just include these as something fun. I think they get a kick out of them, and they can stick them to all sorts of things in the house so I can find them, which is probably what's going to happen. This is a $2 bag. I'm just going to put them in this bag for now. Later, I'll probably switch it to their fidget box. They have a whole box filled with fidgets. And then I also had the water tubes, also from Target, and I remember these from when I was a kid. They came filled with all sorts of different things. This one has like a little scorpion toy in it, and this one has some glitter. They are meant to kind of fold in on themselves and to become very hard to hold. So we're going to include those. See, I can't even hold that. So we're going to include these in here too. These were $3 in the Target dollar section, and those will be our new fidget sensory finds. I have 2 things from Dollar Tree that are more specific to fall. The first is the spooky wordplay. So this is like Mad Libs, but it's Halloween themed. If you're learning parts of speech, this is a great way to work on it. That's really fun. And it's just Mad Libs. So what's good is they have like a word bank up here to give you some ideas, or you can add your own, and then each page is a story, and they tell you where to put a noun, a verb, adjective, or even wacky words in each little story. It's another great item that I used to put in restaurant activity kits all the time. This is great to go in the car. This is great to go when you're waiting for dinner, and the whole family can participate and come up with some really funny stories. And then the mini spooky spot the difference book. This one is also Halloween themed. I just think these are really great for visual tracking, visual perception, kind of looking at the pictures and trying to find the differences between the pictures. This one gives you a hint of how many differences there are. If my kids don't like this because they used to do them, they don't anymore, then I'm going to do it because I enjoy them. I remember doing these in highlights magazines in doctor's office, and then when somebody had gone in and had like circled them on their own, I would always be so sad because I wouldn't be able to do it. So when I would do them, I wouldn't circle them, but I would know where the differences are and count them in my head so that the next person can do it without circling them. I love these. So that was a really fun find at the Dollar Tree right now. So be on the lookout for that one. Here's a new one we have from a birthday. My daughter turned 10 in July, and so this was part of her birthday present. It's called Foldology. Now my kids like origami. I've actually put origami stuff in my activity kits before in the past, but inside there's 100 different puzzles, and the object is to fold it so that you see the full picture. So you have to figure out how to do the folds. There's even little guides here on the page so that you see the full picture and you don't see all of the empty space on it. I thought that was pretty cool to try out. They come in all kinds of different pictures too. So it says fold each sheet into a 4x4 square so that one side shows the completed picture and the other has the dark colored squares on it. And they have an example on here. I'm going to have to try this and put it on my Instagram. I'll do like a story about it because I just think that is the neatest little game. Very clever. You got to use your brain for it. I usually put a game that you can do on your own and a game that you can do with somebody else, just so they have a variety of 2 different games in their activity kit. The educational insights one, they can do just that on their own and together, but I want to add in another game choice. So this one is called Soccer Duel. It was a gift from my sister to my daughter for her birthday, and a really quick explanation of how you play this without getting into too much detail and taking up all your time is that each player has a set of these little cards, and on them there's different patterns, and your goal is on your turn to take a card or draw a card to make a soccer ball. That's your goal. You can see it builds off here, and there are certain ways that you can play cards. Like, you can't play a card that way, you have to play it that way. There's certain ways, and then some cards that won't work, so you have to figure out how to continuously make your soccer balls with the cards you have through the game. And it's a really good challenge game. Here, I can tell these cards haven't been shuffled because all the cards are together. So your goal is to make as many balls as you can on your turn, and there's a couple different rounds and ways that you do that in order to win the game. Nothing really to do about soccer except that they're using soccer balls. Really, anyone can play this. And this is another game too that I probably should put on my Instagram to show you a little bit more. Also really good for adults, because you know how some games just adults don't like to play? This is a good one, as is this other game too that we put in here. So that is going in here. And there you have it, guys. I am filled up. Here is our activity kit. Oh my gosh, there's a lot in here. We got a lot to do. But here's my activity kit for this month. If you like these types of videos, I'm going to put another one up here on the screen for you to watch next. I will see you over there. Make sure to click subscribe to see more videos like this, and give me a thumbs up to show your love.